This is the story of people who fought to end slavery. It is a story about courage. It is about the power of laws. It is about the bravery of people. This story is filled with many names. Some of these names are very famous. They are written in history books. Many other names are not known to us. They belong to ordinary people who did extraordinary things. All of them worked toward a single, powerful goal. They all helped to make the promise of freedom real for millions. Their collective efforts created a wave of change. It swept across the globe, forever altering the course of human history. The fight against slavery was not a single event. It did not happen in one place. It was a long and difficult struggle. It took place in courtrooms. It took place in parliaments. It unfolded on battlefields. It unfolded on secret pathways to freedom. People from all walks of life decided that bondage was wrong. They chose to speak out against it. They chose to act against it. In the United States, one name often stands at the center of this story. Abraham Lincoln was president during a very hard time. The country was divided by a terrible civil war. In the middle of this conflict, he made a momentous decision. On January 1, 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation. This important paper declared that all enslaved people in the rebellious southern states were to be set free. This was a powerful statement. It turned the war into a fight not just for the Union, but also for human freedom, changing the nation's destiny. The Emancipation Proclamation was a critical step. However, it did not end slavery everywhere in the nation. The fight had to continue. After the war ended, another major change was needed. The United States Congress passed the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. This amendment was ratified in 1865. It officially and permanently made slavery illegal everywhere across the entire United States. Lincoln's leadership was vital, but the amendment became law because many people fought for it. They voted for it, and ensured it became a part of the nation's highest law, a promise of freedom for all. Lincoln's actions were the culmination of a long struggle carried on by countless others. They wrote, they spoke, they organized, and they petitioned for change. Across the Atlantic Ocean, in Britain, another long fight was taking place. One of its most famous leaders was William Wilberforce, a member of Parliament. For many years he spoke out against the slave trade with facts and moral arguments. He worked tirelessly to show lawmakers and the British public that slavery was a great evil. He believed it was a stain on the nation's honor. He introduced bills almost every year for nearly 2 decades, refusing to give up. He did not work alone. People like Thomas Clarkson gathered evidence of brutality. They held meetings, wrote pamphlets, they wrote books, they organized boycotts of sugar produced by enslaved people. Women formed societies, wrote letters, and raised money. Ordinary citizens demanded great change. In 1807, Parliament abolished the slave trade throughout the empire. British ships could no longer traffic people from Africa. But slavery still existed in colonies. Abolitionists pressed on. The goal was to end slavery completely and forever, freeing those still in bondage. After decades of campaigning, the Slavery Abolition Act passed in 1833. It ended slavery in most British colonies and set a powerful example. The victory showed persistent peaceful protest and political action can change society. The call for freedom echoed across the Americas. In Mexico, the end of slavery came relatively early. The nation was still young after its war for independence from Spain. In 1829, President Vicente Guerrero signed a national decree. The decree formally abolished slavery throughout the country. Guerrero himself was of mixed heritage, including African ancestry. His action was a bold statement for a new nation. Miguel Hidalgo, José María Morelos. They included abolition in early plans. They saw the contradiction, fighting for freedom while others remained in bondage. Their calls laid the foundation for Guerrero's decisive action. In Colombia, the process was gradual and complex. A law in 1851 finally ended slavery legally in Colombia. It is also about the actions of the enslaved themselves, forming free communities. Many escaped plantations and joined independence armies to earn freedom. Portugal made early moves. The Marquis of Pombal abolished slavery in Portugal and in Portuguese India in 1761, but slavery persisted, especially in Brazil. Change came in stages, slow and uneven. Each law and decree was a step. Full abolition required many actions over time. The history of abolition is not just presidents and parliaments. Harriet Tubman escaped slavery, then risked her life again and again. She returned at least 13 times, guiding more than 70 people, including family, to freedom. She used a secret network called the Underground Railroad. Frederick Douglass escaped bondage and wielded words that changed minds.